Today I'm going to be doing a review of Mother. It's a 2017 film directed by Darren Aronofsky. Stars Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Ed Harris. Now, when this movie came out, it was kind of marketed wrong, kind of like It Comes at Night. It was really marketed as like this really scary horror movie, but it really wasn't. And a lot of people did not like this movie. Hated it, in fact. But I dug it because there is a pivotal scene in the movie that kind of brings it all into focus. So, the story is basically Javier Bardem and Jennifer Lawrence are a married couple in this house. And the movie starts with the house burnt and destroyed, and it all gets restored, and this like crystal looking thing in his office comes together, and then Jennifer Lawrence wakes up, and the office is somewhere you don't go, and the little crystal is something you do not touch. So already you're like, okay, the movie started, the house is burned, it came back together, Jennifer Lawrence woke up, and the house is anew. So already you're like, okay, something's going on. Well, then Ed Harris shows up, and Javier Bardem just invites him in and talks to him and acts like they've known each other their whole lives. Well, Ed Harris gets sick, and you notice that there is a sore on his side. And that's when my brain went ding, because the next day his wife shows up. Now, if you know anything about the Bible, Eve was created after God took a rib from Adam. So, I know that the main part of this movie is just an allegory for the Bible, and it remains so. It's also got some commentary on artists and relationships with artists, but the main thrust of the story is the Bible from creation to apocalypse. And if you go into the movie knowing that it's an allegorical story of just telling the Bible in a house, I think you'll like it better. It's what some people call pure cinema, where they tell a story without like actually telling that story. It's almost like silent films didn't have to use audio, pure cinema. And I'm not going to jump on that ship and say, hey, Mother is a return to pure cinema. But I do dig using this setup as a way to tell that story because, like I said, it starts with the house coming together. And, of course, you can't go in the office. That's the Garden of Eden. Don't touch the crystal. That is the fruit from the tree of good and the knowledge of good and evil. Once that is touched and broken, the house goes into disarray. They're banished from the office, the Garden of Eden. Ed Harris and his wife. Their kids show up. One of them slays the other one, Cain and Abel. Then all these people show up, and there's just chaos at the Tower of Babel. Somebody breaks a pipe, the flood. I mean, it's just the whole movie is the Bible playing out. Then all of a sudden there's explosions and raids, and there's even a birth, and then there is a graphic scene where after the baby is birthed, it does get tore up. That is, of course, the birth of Jesus and the people killing Jesus. And then chaos still ensues and ensues and ensues, and people are worshiping false idols, and eventually, apocalypse. The house is burnt. And then, it is once again, he takes the heart out of Jennifer Lawrence, who is Mother Earth in the movie, and it's that crystal, and he places it back in the Garden of Eden on the mantle, and the house restores again to play out creation to the apocalypse again. I dig that. I just think that is just a cool way to do it. I wouldn't say I'm always a fan of Aronofsky, but he's got more hits than misses with me. So, I don't know. I walked out of the theater just like, man, that was cool. You know, what a way to tell that story. Just one house, a couple, people show up, they're destroying the house, which Jennifer Lawrence is freaking out because she's Mother Earth and the house is Earth and they're destroying it. You know, she's trying to fix it up. She's trying to keep it pristine. People just start painting. People are sitting on the sink. That's what caused the pipes to burst. I mean, people just do not care about this place. People are taking stuff out of the house like we do with natural resources. I mean, it is just a pinpoint, dead-on accurate allegory of the way people are and the Bible. It's just really, really well done. And for that, I am going to give it 5 stars because I just like that kind of creativity to take the complex story of the Bible and tell it this way and tell it in such a short time. I mean, you've seen the movie The Bible and even like 10 Commandments, double VHSs back in the day, long movies. This movie clocks in at 121 minutes, so just over 2 hours. But man does it get a lot done in those 2 hours. I highly recommend it. And going into it knowing it's allegory, knowing that she's not a person, he's kind of representing God and representing an artist. And just, it's not a house. These aren't visitors. It's all allegory. It's all not fake, but it's all representative of another picture. So go into it knowing that. And I think that going in knowing that, a lot more people will like it. Because I think that's why a lot of people walked out. Not only did they go in expecting horror, they walked out going, what? That didn't make no sense. People just show up and start wrecking the house and, you know, what's with this, what's with the random one kid kills the other? Why is everybody so, like, mean to Jennifer Lawrence and just start taking things from her house? Well, that's because they're taking resources from the earth and she's going, hey, we need that, So, I can't say much more about it. I think it's awesome. I really dug it. I hope this review will help more people dig it because, hey, it's just better to like something than hate it, right? So check it out. Comment how you feel about it. Let me know if you're willing to rewatch it now with that perspective. But thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.